You know those apps? Like, I always hear about like my coworkers and like my college friends going like, oh, I met my significant other on like, I don't know, one of those like you know those dating apps like Coffee Meets Bagel, Tinder, and all those like funny things, like meeting online like that. I always hear about them meeting their boyfriend slash girlfriend using that app, those like kind of apps, and I don't know, the idea terrifies me. The idea terrifies me. I was like, wait, but I thought it worked like you go on like a beating. I don't. What is that word in English? Is it beating? I always thought like you either get into, I don't know, not arranged marriage, but you get introduced to people by people that you already know, and that's how it happens. Or like you met somebody at school, or you met somebody, I can't imagine work-related marriages, but I've actually been to a work-related marriage, I guess. But the only reason they married was literally because, hi, do you want to marry me? Because we're getting old, we're past the age, we should hurry up and get a child because our parents are nagging us. We get along fine. We don't really love each other, but we're still friends. It's decent, so we should marry. So they ended up marrying. They have a really cute daughter now, by the way. I saw the pictures. She looks so cute. But the husband doesn't work for my company anymore. Marriage out of resignation is crazy. I mean, they were really close friends, and they worked for the same, I guess you could say division. Not the same team, but they worked for the same division. They were pretty high up in their respective division, and then they ended up marrying, and it was also semi-sad that the fact that when I went to their wedding, all I could find were fellow coworkers for the most part. Another thing about that is like, that was actually the first ever wedding that I ever went to. That remains the one and only wedding that I have ever been to. It was an experience. I didn't. It wasn't a fancy wedding, but I got so used to watching like those videos of fancy weddings on YouTube and stuff. So I was like, oh, so this is what a wedding is actually like. Did you catch the bouquet? No. No. I did not. Wait, did she even throw it? Yeah, I think she threw it, and then I just moved away from it. I just stepped away from it when she was throwing it. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna stampede into that crowd in order to catch a freaking flower. I already want a fancy wedding. Okay, if I have a wedding, I do not want a fancy wedding. Okay, think about how expensive it would be. Have you guys like, okay, sure, it's a once in a lifetime thing. It needs to be special. Okay, I understand. That's great. But bro, the costs. The costs. For a single day. You need to stress about it for months and months. For just a few hours of a single day. As well as spend so much, like thousands of money into it. I don't see that as worth it. That does not sound worth it to me at all. Eagle High Housemate, thank you for the super. Chances of Airi marrying Arena as a... You think I'm gonna freaking marry Arena? No! Who do you take me for? I'm not gonna marry Arena. Yeah, also I feel like there's gonna be like a lot of anxiety, like bro, doing like all that formality stuff in front of a huge crowd. No, thank you. Generic John, thank you for the super. The honeymoon would be the honeymoon would get better memories on budget. Exactly. If it was me, I would probably decrease like the money that went into the wedding like by a lot, and I would rather like spend all that money on like either buying a house or like having a relaxing, way better honeymoon. At least that's my opinion. And 5, thank you for the super. What the? And Airi Chisaka, a new Vtuber from phaseconnect, is streaming. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. On top of that, did you know chisakaairi also posts schedules? Damn. Down payment of a house not in California. Understandable. Did you guys know everybody is moving out of San Francisco because the freaking cost of housing costs are insane and like not very wanted right now in San Fran apparently. So everybody's trying to sell their houses, and apparently Sacramento is the place to move to or something. I read a news article about it. But obviously most Californians would probably try and move to Texas. No, I think it's either Texas or Georgia. People usually try to like move to Texas or Georgia if they're from California. The Californians are migrating. Definitely the Californians are migrating.